Howdy, hey! Welcome back to Pacific Northwest Gold Rushers. I'm Jeff, amateur prospector, and this is Gold Rush 23, Memorial Day weekend, day 2. Well, we're back to the same spot. Don't really have a lot of options, but the water, as you can see, compared to yesterday, is actually up, and I checked the gauges. It's up another half a foot from where we ended yesterday. So it is supposed to start going back down. I believe what's happening is the Sauk River here connects to the Skagit, and the Skagit is dammed, and I believe at night they're releasing, and so that backs the Skagit up, well, fills the Skagit up, which backs the Sauk up. And so, because the water itself, sure, it's a little milky, but excuse me, but I mean, there is silt, but it's not horrific. So I actually can look down there right now and see that the water is already receding. So a couple things today. Rich couldn't make it. I communicated with him yesterday and stuff, and talked to him this morning because the water's so high, and he's a very busy person. I mean, if you looked at my Gold Bug 2 video where we were looking for his priceless mole traps, which I joke about that. It was fun. It was fun to actually get to use that Gold Bug 2 for the first time. So, Rich, I am joking about that. He's very active, and he works a lot. So he took advantage of the weather in the day. He's going to finish his deck. So, and I understand. I mean, he's a guy who likes to come out here, and we do relax and BS a lot. But that man likes to move dirt. I tell you what, if you wanna move a lot of dirt, invite Rich. Not me. I'm lazy. I just talk a lot to you guys on the thing and hide, and then he's kind of like, hey, are you ever going to do anything? I am, nope. That's what I brought you for. But in all fun, that's what it is. But I did get contacted by a subscriber who messaged me. He actually lives way out in Friday Harbor, which here in Northwest Washington, we have what's called the San Juan Islands. So the only way in and out of there is by ferry. In Friday Harbor is actually the furthest you can go. So anybody who lives on the islands, the only way to get in and out is by ferry. They only run so much and so many times a day. So him and his wife are planning on stopping by here. Now, I gave him directions, told him what to look for. Whether he finds it or not, that's kind of up to him. I gave him my phone number, but cell phone around here is very sporadic and intermittent. So other than that, I will be two things. Tomorrow, I'm not doing squat. I'm going to stay home. I'm going to relax and fiddle fart around, maybe cook something. I don't know. You know, I've told you guys before, I'm a hobby cook. But Memorial Day is actually very important to me. I am ex-military, and I understand the price of freedom, and it's not free. So all you veterans out there, I understand, and I do pray thanks to the people who gave the ultimate sacrifice for me to be able to enjoy a 3-day weekend. So my goal today is get down there. I am planning on actually got a truck coming. I wanted to let that truck pass. Anyway, my goal today is twofold. I was kind of thinking about yesterday. It was a great day. It was fun. We didn't want to work our ass off and everything. learned a lot and actually very much improved in her panning. She knows now that she and a friend or by herself or whatever can come down here and knows kind of more what to look for and how to get it. But that black sand was pretty exciting for me mostly because you guys that do beach mining and the videos and stuff, it's an interesting thing, and I know you need a ton of it to get anything. But I was thinking about tomorrow, and I was like, okay, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill a bucket or two, or however much it takes to get it, of that black sand, and I'm going to take it home. And then I'm going to hopefully play with it tomorrow, but again, if I don't, it isn't like it's going to fly away or evaporate. And I'll set up my Keen. I don't know if my Keen can catch that gold. I'll have to turn the water way down. I don't know. So that's kind of the other reason why I want to do it. I know I catch small gold in it, but when you're dealing with just black sand, the only real way to do it is probably my blue bowl. Not even my gold wheel. Even that stuff is kind of too small for my gold wheel. I'm sure I'd catch some of it, but oh my goodness. I mean, I could play with it. I could maybe, but to run a bucket through that gold wheel, I mean, I've never done it, and I don't even know if I could, because just to concentrate then underneath wouldn't hold a bucket. So I'm kind of looking forward to just kind of playing with it and just having fun. And the other thing I'm going to do is, because I pointed out yesterday, the only spot I can get to over there, because the water's so high, is real close to the bank vault. Now, the bank vault did pay out. Not as good as we hoped, but it still had good gold, and it had a variety of flakes. Where Lisa and I dug yesterday, the flakes were all small, so that tells me sometime in the past it had been dug, probably longer ago than just last year or the year before kind of thing. So it just got replenished with flood gold, which is what it does. But what I'm looking for is the older gravels that have, lots of flood gold that over, 10, 20, 30, 40, 100 years, whatever it is, has deposited. This spot down here, even the bank vault, if you guys go back and look at the bank vault, we had two mountains of sand on each side of the hole, or the pit, whatever. We moved more sand than we did dirt just to get to it. It's like a foot and a half of sand. Now, this subscriber that may be showing up today, if he can find me, I don't want him to come here and not get any gold at all. So if he comes, and it's an interesting story, but he, in his messages, told me that most of what he ever pans is pay dirt that he buys, and didn't even realize, like a lot of us beginners in areas, that you can actually get out and get gold. I mean, it's not even going to pay for your gas, but that's not what it's about. So my goal is to hopefully get down. I did come earlier today. I'm sure he's going to be on the road soon. I'm hoping to get that bucket of sand, and then black sand, and then try to find a spot of the back door of the bank vault. And I still remember the bank vault, so I'm trying to think which back door I want to use. Don't look at mine, gentlemen. But we'll figure something out. I didn't even wear shorts today because where I live, which is further west, it was cold. I almost had to put my padded bra on. But the sun's up. It's warming up quick. So I'm going to get down there while it's still relatively cool, get that one bucket filled up, and then we're going to wing it from there. But we're going to have fun doing it. Gold Rush 23, Memorial Day weekend, day 2. Howdy, hey, welcome back. Alright, so I got what I need down here for the step 1. As you can see, the sun's making its way out. That's what I had where I left, and it's all burning off. The water is just beautiful. The water level, as you can see, is a little bit more. In fact, I actually just got down here. I'm looking. You can see last night, because this is where we were, and the water did make it up and start to fill stuff up. So so it looks like it's going down. That's good news. Sorry, I was looking at a kingfisher. So to start things off, I of course had to bring down my hydration station and everything. I'm actually gonna take these 2 buckets and fill them. It might only take 1, I don't know, I've never done it, but I'm gonna fill the buckets up with some black sand, and use it just to play with it. So let's see what we can get, and then once that's done, I'm gonna play around and see if I can't find a good spot. It's gonna take a lot, but I'll find something. Let's get to it. Gold Rush 23. Howdy, hey? All right. Well, I got 2 buckets full. That might have been a mistake, because most people remember that black sand is actually iron. But I'm a knucklehead, and I'm proud of it. So hopefully I don't throw my back out getting it up there. But I'm going to take that up to my truck. But I would say people who do the beach mining, I wonder why you guys don't use like a flat shovel, because you could just skim it. But I did all the way over there, through here, basically just enough to get 2 buckets. Got to save my other bucket for actually trying to find the back door. So let me get these up and see if I don't break my back, and then we'll start looking for a nug. Gold Rush 23. Howdy. Okay, mental note. Black sand is heavy. I delivered chewy, 60-pound boxes of chewy all day long, and each one of those buckets, if they weren't over 60 pounds, it might just be, basically I even wrecked the handles. The handles just went up into a triangle. So I had to finish carrying them with my fingertips. That's some heavy ass stuff. So, yeah, that sucked. So I'm taking a small little break here, kind of looking at the ground, seeing what and where I can kind of start things, and then we'll get to it. Gold Rush 23. Howdy, hey, just an update. The tough part about high water digging is the amount of overburden you got to move, and then it's still a crapshoot. But I just got a text from Jim, and he's getting close. So let me show you where I'm at so far. Of not even to the pay dirt yet, but I think I made it to the top layer, but we'll see when I get down. But basically, you know, that's a 4-foot, 3-foot high pile of sand, and you can see just how deep you got to go.
But I did find these rocks, and down here, not much. I hear people. The sand caved in, so. But down here, we're starting to get in to the compressed rocks. Now, it's still a gamble because you don't know if this has been dug before. Few people are willing to do this kind of work to get to it. So until I see a little bit of clay in there. So I still have a little bit of work to get her down. And I think I just heard a car door. So should have worn my shorts. Son of a gun. So now let's just cross your fingers, hope all this work is worth it, do some test panning, and see if there's any NUGS. Gold Rush 23. Hey, just an update. Okay. Well, I made it down to a couple boulders. I keep getting it collapsed because the boulders are so big to pull down the wall. I haven't even done test pan yet. And you can see how many rocks I've had to pull out and how much sand. So my goal is to get these. I had to get with one lifted and it caused a cave in, and that one went. So I still got a lot of sand. And I don't even know if it's going to pay off. It looks like Jim showed up. Back in a bit. Howdy, welcome back. Well, look who showed up. We've got
Uncle Jimmy.
Uncle Jimmy. What is it called? Uncle Jimmy out west?
Yes.
Jim, and then Hannah Montana. I'm joking. Johanna, not Joanna. Johanna. I had to clarify that one. So anyway, they're bringing their stuff down. They're on a road trip. They're going to be going over the pass. I'm going to make sure Jim gets a nug. Send you home with a nug. Don't be looking at my nugs, though. Right? So anyway, I was telling Jim, I'm down quite a ways, 3 feet. Did a test pan way down there, not a speck. So now I'm kind of looking on this here, which isn't a bad thing, because now that I can see the compact rocks, I thought a couple of those were hard to get out, but most of them I didn't have to pry very hard. Which even a tiny rock like this, when you hit the old riverbed, is like trying to chisel concrete. That's why I got a pickup in my dang truck. And I moved some stuff back, but what I'm thinking now is pull the sand into the hole from this side and just throw everything in, and I'm going to kind of try to punch into that little corner. Again, I focus on things that nobody else wants to do. And so the hard part's done. We got a pit, and you always have to reclimate. So just by filling it all in with new rocks and sand from over there, it's just like pulling it in. So it's going to go quick. So you guys get your stuff set up. I'm going to see if I can't show Jim a nug. Gold Rush 23. Howdy, hey, welcome back. All right, well, originally we had a dead end. So I found what looked like better gravels down this way. So Jim has been doing all the test panning. So he's in a nice little pocket there, but that's just too much. So, oh, look at that. He's getting gold every pan. So he's going to play around with that. She's taking pictures. I am going to, I'm actually going to go back near where Elise was yesterday, because digging 3 feet of sand and a mountain of sand and rock is not what I want to do today. So I'm kind of thinking, I can remember where I was. I think we're pretty close to here. I think I'm going to play around right in here, do a test pan. Just really cleared up though. So I told him to keep digging out that little crevice, but he's going to lose it here pretty quick because that's going to cave in. That all the flakes he is finding is pretty small. Now you have that channel, right?
Yeah.
Jimmy's out west?
Yes.
Jimmy's out west. And from the, if I remember the story, it's so originally, so your kids?
No, it's my nephew and his daughter. He really calls me out west. He leaves the Uncle Jimmy part out.
Well, there you go.
Uncle Jimmy out west.
Out west. You just have to throw the wah in there. So, and I was going to make fun of them, but everybody does it. Friday Harbor, everything's expensive. So everybody who comes in from the islands, they make 2 trips. Costco and then the grocery store. And they've already nailed a couple of those already. And what else did you go look for?
Furniture and appliances.
Oh, we went to Target. Always gotta go to Target.
Did you buy a tucket?
No.
Sorry. That's the latest thing. You even know what that is? That's Friday Harbor. They don't. Well, howdy, hey, just an update. We've been fiddle farting around. I kind of took my eye off of Jim here, and he went total cave miner down here. He's down picking around under those rocks, but has his wife doing the finish cleanup and stuff. And I took a quick glance at it, and the flakes were so small. Now, I did just the surface stuff here at this new hole, and it was like 15 to 16 flakes just for the top layer. So I'm going to switch Jim over to here and let him start digging this stuff out. Have at it, buddy.
Sounds good.
It's my break time. I've been working my booty off. Actually, not really. I'm actually having another day like yesterday. I'm just enjoying myself. So, hey, if you use that rock over there,
I saw that was a sitting rock.
yeah, you're going to feel violated afterwards. You have to one cheek it. If you straddle it, you'll start crying. Just don't curl up in a fetal position. Anyway, I'm going to take a little break here. And good people. Check out his channel. What is it? Uncle Jim out west. Uncle Jimmy's. Uncle Jimmy's out west. He has a split personality. Gold Rush 23. Hey, welcome back. All right. Well, we shift gears here because Ken had a pan way down in there, and he had about a dozen small microdots. So we, of course, moved them over to there where I found some good color. And he went to the first layer as I opened it up, and he got a really nice. That was a NUG. You now have a Pacific Northwest Gold Rush or NUG. So the gold's only going to get better down. So he switched to classifying a bucket. We're going to use our super sluices to get that down. But while he's doing that, I'm going to go ahead and reclimate this hole. And she's waiting for the next pay layer to pan. So still beautiful out. I'm not seeing as many butterflies as yesterday. Yesterday there was like 100 of them.
Yeah, they're really pretty.
I see them over there. It's probably because the sun's not over here anymore. So we're going to get this cleaned up. He's going to finish that bucket. I'm going to help him super pan it down, super sluice it down. So back to work. Gold Rush 23. Howdy, hey. Okay, well, we're going to update here. So, Uncle Jimmy's
Out west.
out west.
Uncle Jimmy out
So
west.
Uncle Jimmy over there, he classified about, I would say about a half a bucket around there, right? It was enough for him to get about 2 super sluices, and he didn't do it like I did. He dumped his first one into his wife's pan, and she's panning it back. And I did the other 2, just a traditional panning, speed panning. But I've already done a lot of this. You can already see a speck of gold right there. But again, I'm also looking at size, because size does matter. I'm actually going to push that back up. So just to give you a quick look at what we were dealing with, I'm going to do this a little faster. Cold up there. And this is just, I had about 1.5 to 2 super sluices here. They weren't heaping. Oh, he's already got her down. Nice.
Yep.
Look at those. I got them already speckled up here, right there. But what I'm looking for before I slow down is maybe, and then I'm going to give this to Jim to finish up. There we go. Now we're getting into some bigger flakes. So we got some bigger flakes up there, nugs. There's 2 nugs, 3 nugs. Jimmy's getting himself some Pacific Northwest nugs.
Yes.
Look at that, Jimmy.
Oh, wow, look at that.
So I'm going to switch with you and give you this out. You can finish snuffering. I'm going to put it all back down. We've been talking about how I don't really just come here just for the gold, because I can always prospect my couch. But, you know, they're here from Friday Harbor and everything. I want to send them home with some gold. So, you know, that was a lot of work. And by the way, we did reclimate it. And we'll fill that one in before we leave. But you can't come here with me and not have me send you home with some nugs. And so they're working as a team here. You know, the only thing is we're going to want to see a snuffer dump.
In the end, you want a snuffer dump?
Yeah, I want a snuffer dump. A snuffer dump, not a regular dump.
All right, let me get this one.
Yep, you betcha. So,
Then we'll get that snuffer dump.
you know, you don't get to cheat and have me get it there. You got to do it yourself. And basically all I'm doing is just sitting here visiting and hanging out and helping a little bit with panning. And, you know, Joanna was wanting me to help her, and I'm like, no, if I do it, then the gold you take home isn't yours. It will have my name on it, and you do not want my name on your gold. But it's a good day, though. We're all just commenting on how nice a day it is and everything. And I think we popped Jim's cherry other than beach mining.
Yeah,
you should see him. You should see him. He's like, oh my God. And he's like, we got to keep track of time. You guys do know that you're on a trip too, right?
Yeah.
You have to be like 8 o'clock at night. If we could see, honey, there would be a mountain right over there. But I'm enjoying myself. You guys enjoying yourself?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. We'll get back to it, and then we'll show you the snuffer dump. And then, are you going to do another bucket?
Yeah, let's do one more.
Oh, look at him. He's like,
Hey, I'm game. I'm here.
I'm like,
Friday
okay,
Harbor doesn't
well,
have any gold.
I was going to say, if you weren't, you know, I'm not really worried about it, but you're already on it.
Yeah.
And that pan has a couple larger flakes in there.
Right.
So, it's all yours. I'm just enjoying myself. You're already here. Even if I want to leave, you guys already know where it's at. So, we're going to get, I'm going to get back to just sitting here and relaxing. So, Gold Rush 23. Hey, okay. Well, it's getting late enough, and I'm going to start reclamating that hole. Otherwise, Jim will never leave. And Johanna's starting to get hungry. So, what he did is this snuffer dump. And he's pulling, go ahead, keep going. I'll get you. I've never seen a pan like this, but look at that. You already got it. Oh my God, look at all them stars.
It's like a galaxy out there.
You should have saw his face. I was sitting over in my chair, and I was like, talking to his wife. I was like, look at his face. He's like, his eyes are like this big. But he was saying ever since Gold Rush, oh man, let me get a close up of that. There's a lot of micros in there. Dude, you might want to just take that home and clean it, but we want a good look at it. I think you hit it on that last bucket, really.
I think so.
Look at that technique. I'm waiting for it. The water's making right
Oh,
there.
yeah.
I'm waiting for
Yeah.
it. And then we can just say you peed your pants. You do snuff up a lot of black sand, though, buddy.
Yep.
Oh, that does look good, man. Look at that. He's not even down to the bottom yet. So we're going to let him finish that a little bit further and hopefully get a better idea of what he got today. Gold Rush 23. So while he's finishing that, up, I'm going to go ahead and fill in the hole, and I know where it's at. That's a nice hot spot, and the pay layer, it looks like it's going up and to the left, and maybe a little bit more on the right there. But so we can always come back and still just a great day. It's kind of fun. Somebody new, met a new couple and everything, and I said I wanted to start meeting people and stuff. And normally I'm a recluse and I would just jump them and steal their snuffer bottle, but I think because they live on the island and they're local, I'll let them get out with it. So back in a bit. Gold Rush 23. Well, actually, how are we looking? Still going. Look at him. Oh. Man, that's looking good, buddy.
Yeah.
For one bucket?
Yeah, half a bucket, right?
Well, you got the panning technique down. He's been doing beach sand so long, this ain't nothing for him. All right, let me get in there.
Okay.
All right, now that's a nug, that bigger one there. There's a couple good-sized flakes in there. So it's not like a gram or anything, but you now have some Pacific Northwest gold, and you did it.
Yep.
And he did it. So I'm going to go ahead and reclimate that hole, and then I'll probably pack things up and get out of here. I didn't get no gold here today, but I know I got gold on my couch. So I got a thumbs up from her. Yeah, you can. I told her I was trying to save it in case I ever get a date and a lady sleeps over. I can send her home and she'll look in the mirror and go, "Oh my God, there's gold in my hair," and she'll like beg for another date. Oh, here he comes. There's some really small micro dots in there, though. A pretty impressive panning, buddy. If you can hang on to those little tiny things.
Yeah.
Back in a bit. All right. Well, we got the holes filled. He's snuffering up all his nugs. He did a video for his family. So all we have to do now is pack out. And, hey, will you guys carry my stuff out of here? Joanna's been the gopher. So it was a fun weekend. It's exactly what I needed. Some R&R. Just enjoy myself. I got to spend the day with Lise yesterday. I met some new friends. Check out Uncle Jimmy's out west. You better have a video about this posted. Make sure and subscribe and give him a thumbs up. And other than that, we're going to pack up. I got 2 buckets of black sand. We're going to see what that has tomorrow. I have no idea how I'm going to clean it, but we're going to play with the Keen, maybe even the Bigfoot, maybe both. So thanks everybody for watching. Make sure and hit that thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Definitely subscribe. We're chasing after Lise. She's already over 500. So other than that, the weather's getting better, guys. Get out there and keep posting them videos. Have a great weekend. Gold Rush 23.